Hey guys, welcome to Spark of Hope. We're just hanging out with you guys. Wanted to talk to you guys about something maybe a little special, something that might be a little sacred, the lightsabers.
Last summer when we actually went to the opening of Galaxy's Edge at Disney World. And these were both birthday gifts for us.
Our opinions to you guys about what we think, because some people are like, would you spend that much on these? Are they really worth it?
Yeah.
And there's probably been a lot of you out there that have seen and done your research to look at the quality about these, but we at Spark of Hope wanted to give you our honest opinion.
And our honest opinion of how they are after a year. And we definitely have both used our lightsabers in different ways. And so we
brought them to episode 9 to watch at the theater. We
couldn't bring them in the theater.
We brought them in, and then they're like, those are weapons. I'm like, you're right. They are weapons, but...
Not really, though. Yeah. And then we saw a 10-year-old bring in their plastic one, and they were okay. And I was upset.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, we've had them for a year, and between the two of us, we've definitely taken care of them differently and in different ways. And so we both can kind of say, what we think about it after a year, and the type of durability, all that kind of stuff. So
here you are, opening Ahsoka's box.
Okay, so as I have said many a times before, my personal favorite Star Wars character is Ahsoka Tano. And when I heard/saw that they had her 2 lightsabers, her dagger and her actual sword, for sale, I freaked out because I was like, I have to get them. So as you can see, this is the box. It's larger than all the rest because it comes with 2 of them.
Yeah.
So, and the other thing is actually for 2, it was about the same price as some of them for just 1.
Yeah, the 2 set was $199 when you pay that much to customize your own lightsaber.
Yes.
And those aren't even metal.
Yes, and that is another thing that we forgot to disclose, is that these are the legacy lightsabers. They are not the build your own.
Yeah.
So
legacies are in these boxes.
Yes.
The build your own are they just come like a bag.
Yeah, they just come in a bag and you carry them around.
The experience is what really counts for the build your own.
Yes. So anywho, Ahsoka's box comes in a bigger size than the rest because it's 2. It has her little symbol on it.
Fulcrum.
Yes. And all you have to do in order to open it is press the button, and then it opens. It doesn't make any special music or anything.
It should.
Right? So here's the dagger and then the actual sword. It has padding on the top. This is all fabric, and it also can come out if you want to put your kyber crystals underneath.
They don't take kyber crystals.
Yes.
But they're still cool because
you're like,
ooh, look, this is what it would look like if it had opened up.
Yes.
That's why mine kind of has a little rattling sound because there's stuff underneath that I hide.
Yes. And so let's get into the lightsaber portion of Ahsoka's lightsabers. Okay, so as we said before, Ahsoka's lightsabers come in a dual pack with the dagger, which is the smaller one, and then the sword, which is the larger one. So you may have seen that Ahsoka had plenty of double ones throughout her time in Clone Wars. And the first time she got them was in season 3 with her green ones. And then she got a newer set from Anakin in the recent new season in Clone Wars. But the ones that I possess are actually the ones that are from the book that you read about Ahsoka. Mm-hmm. And it's also in Rebels. These are the white ones that she made herself. So to go into these lightsabers, to talk about what I think about them, before I bought them, you are able to go up to the counter and ask to touch the lightsabers that they have on display in their little glass container. And so that's what I did with Ahsoka's because I really liked the look, but I wasn't sure if they were going to be super high quality when I saw that they were the same price as the build your own lightsabers for 2 of them. And I mean,
$199.
Yeah, $199, and then yours was like 100 and
130, I think. Yeah,
130, 150, and I was like, wow, a second lightsaber is only like this much more when one lightsaber is this much. So I was kind of surprised by the price. But the first thing that I noticed when I picked them up is that they don't feel cheap at all. They feel pretty stinking real because 1, they're weighted. They're weighted pretty well. And they don't feel like a toy, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
They feel like they were really made out of metal, and that it isn't just a plastic, kind of like the ones you've seen in the store in the past, or like the other higher quality lightsabers that you get at like Target or Walmart. And the other thing is that it's smooth and they look really nice. They actually are texturized, so like there's rubber on the grip parts of the lightsaber, and there is just plain metal on the rest of it. The button is also kind of loose, which what I thought was cool to really make it feel like it was used by Ahsoka and it's not brand spanking new. And then it also comes with the hook, so you can hook it onto your pants.
Yeah, nice little belt clips. They work really well.
But you have to buy the belt clips separately. They don't come with the
Not for this one, though. This one. Well, for the C-clamp. Yeah, I got you. But the belt clips that they sell for like $19.99 for the other lightsabers, you don't need those for these. Like,
Yes. But the ones to actually like attach to your pants.
Like a key clip or something.
Yeah, or something like that. You don't need to buy the separate thing, which Disney actually allows you to buy to get.
Yeah, it's usually used for like Mace Windu, other ones like that don't have the clips.
Or the build your own as well.
Your own,
Yeah. The other cool feature that they come with is they do come with little caps to stick inside where the blades go, so it protects it if you're not using the blades. I mean, I know that I wore these from time to time when it was raining, and I was really glad that it actually had this, because this is really the only entrance it is to the electronic stuff other than down here. But even this is pretty securely kept to not get anything inside of it.
Yeah, you got to unscrew these to actually get into the battery pack.
Yeah. So overall, pretty great design. Disney really did think about how like Star Wars fans, that they were really actually going to wear these and probably use them in the parks when they come, especially now that they have a land that Star Wars fans can go to. So I super appreciated the detail that went into still making these like user friendly to be able to wear them, but still making them stay very nice and collectible looking instead of like making them lighter, because they don't want it to be too heavy. I want them to feel real.
They do.
They do.
Would you say there's any cons with these?
The cons is definitely the paint on them. And the reason why I say this is because since I have two, there were times where I would have to hold the two of them together, like so, in one hand, especially if I was doing any band stuff or if I was trying to put them in my bag. If you clank any of the lightsabers together, because there was even a time where you hit my lightsaber and it scratched it, unfortunately, the paint will come off if they do hit anything metal. Even riding the rides was like a pain in the butt because I'd have to take them off on a lot of them. And I just was always afraid they were going to get super duper damaged. And I mean, even with just that, that's like little wear and tear. It adds a little character to it. And that's what I try to keep telling myself. But it does suck because I did pay like a lot of money for this. And it sucks that like literally on the first day that I had them, first time that I held them together, one of them scratched.
We kept us from holding hands all the time, besides it being like super humid. But like, because if my lightsaber was on the same side and she has these on both sides, there's no way you're not going to hit each other. So you couples out there with lightsabers, you might be staying away from each other if your girlfriend or your boyfriend has the Ahsoka ones.
Well, even if you if you both put it on the hip that you usually hold hands on the side of, you have to do the opposite. Yeah. So,
but you got them on both.
Yeah, I do have them on both, but you don't have them on both.
That's true. I gotta be flexible.
Yes. So I do recommend, if you are going to wear them in the park and you're going to put them away in a bag, or if you're going to ride any of the thrill rides, anything like that, definitely bring something to wrap at least one of them in, so then they don't clank together. And if you are going to wear them on your hip, please make sure that you aren't whacking into people or anything like that, because
the things that are going to hurt someone.
They're going to hurt someone, and you also could damage yours. And also make sure that if whatever clips you have, like we just have the normal utility clips to put them on our pants, because whatever t-shirt we're
like
wearing,
little carabiners. Yeah, they work pretty well.
Whatever t-shirt we're wearing usually covers up the top portion of because we just put them on like our belt loops.
Yeah.
Make sure that it's durable though, that it's not going to let go of your lightsaber, as well as the pants that you're wearing. Make sure to wear pants that aren't going to like rip at the belt loop, or putting it on like pants that don't have belt loops. Don't do that because they will fall off.
Heavy. Yeah.
Because they are heavy. I'm not even joking. You want durable pants, you want durable clips, you want durable everything if you really want to keep these nice and not keep them from falling.
What would you say is probably the weight for these? What do you think they're pretty similar in weight?
Honestly, yes, they're pretty similar in weight. I would actually say the dagger might be a little heavier. Just by a little though.
They put something in there.
Just by a little. As for like how heavy they are, I would say at the most like a 5-pound weight.
Yeah.
For both of them.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said, that's a lot for just like a little lightsaber thing that's supposed to be a toy, but it really isn't. It doesn't feel like one. So, but overall, I definitely agree with the price for these, because I actually thought $200 for 2 was pretty cheap, especially with the fact of that some of the other single ones, the only one that was really $100 was
well, they've gone up in price. They're not even that price anymore. Like mine was $110, but I think it was about $130 when we went to Disney World after Disneyland, because the demand. There's so many people that want these.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the one that's like $100 is like the guard or something like that.
Oh, the Royal Guard.
Yeah, and that one, the one that it looked more plasticky when you saw it from far. It was a little weird. But like that, it's like buying 2 of those, and this is more of a popular character.
Sure.
So, and on top of it, I get the price of 1 for an experienced, one, the customizable ones for 2. So with how great quality they are, I was really surprised about the price. And I do recommend, if you are an Ahsoka fan and you do want these, I do recommend buying them, because they're really just cheap for the quality, honestly. And I feel like it's really the only one I've ever seen that's Ahsoka's, but probably the best I'm ever going to see.
Yeah, I think Saber Forge might make some, but Star Wars official licensed ones, I think these are the first.
Yeah. So I definitely really like these. I just wish they put better paint on them to keep them nicer, but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
So
Disney's great, if it gets super beat up, be like, I want a refund.
I could. These are only a year old. I don't remember if we talked about that.
Yeah, their warranties are pretty great.
Yeah. These are only a year old. Well, almost a year old. We bought them in August, and they've been on 2 Disney trips with us so far.
Yeah.
The one that we bought them at, and then the Christmas one that we got surprised with, and then the one that's coming up, we'll probably bring them again.
And we'll bring you guys along with us.
Very true. But for how many trips I've been on and have worn them, like just for a day or 2 days, or brought them to a show, anything like that, I would say they're still in great condition. Great condition. Yeah. And just a few scratches isn't that big of a deal, because I still have people come up to me and ask me about them, because Ahsoka's was one of the people didn't buy as much because she wasn't as popular of a character, but a lot of people commented about the weight of it when they went and felt all of the lightsabers, because I would definitely say this was the heaviest out of them all.
Oh yeah, by far.
Yeah,
by far,
because they're like heavy. Like I can see why Ahsoka can do all those friggin' flips and crap, and the movie.
She's super fit from holding
she's super fit from holding these. Dang. She has a lot of arm and upper strength, man.
Do you think we should show them when they turn on?
Yes, that was actually what I was about to say next. So let's show you guys with the blades in them. Okay, so we actually bought 2 different size blades, which the smaller ones are cheaper than the larger.
Like $5. It's really.
It doesn't matter. It's still cheaper. The smaller ones are cheaper than the larger ones.
45 and 50.
Yes. And yes, you do, for the legacy lightsabers, have to buy the blades separately. And we only bought 2, even though we have 3 lightsabers, because we figured I'm probably not going to use both my lightsabers all the time together, and we're probably not always going to want the blades in them at the same time.
And they're interchangeable. That's the nice part. Yeah, no matter what lightsaber you buy, the legacy ones or the customizable ones, they use the same exact.
They use the same
blades.
Different
hilts, and they change colors. It's magic.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm going to use the smaller one at the moment because it'll be easier to show you. But this is for her dagger. It makes a cool noise when you put it in, as if like you're putting in the kyber crystal. And then you just have to twist it.
Yep.
There we go. And then the other cool thing about the lightsabers is they do each have their own noises as well. Because obviously in the TV shows and the movies and everything, everybody's lightsaber sounds different. Mm-hmm. So it sounds different when you move it. Ahsoka's does have a bit of a yellow hue at the top compared to the rest. I don't know if you could see it, but that is something that a lot of people commented on, that it is a yellow hue. And when you hit it, it has like a little yellow. All right, it's not working right now, but because I don't want to hit it very hard. But yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're fun to play with, and above all, just bringing them to the parks is probably the best spot for these. So if you're looking to go to Disney anytime soon and Star Wars fan, you need your lightsaber.
Mm-hmm. The only other thing about these lightsabers that I would have to say is that these ones specifically are definitely not for kids.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about getting it for your kid or for your somewhat older kid, I would not get them unless if they want to collect them and they're going to keep them up, because they are still delicate, even though they are very like high quality. So I would more do the other experience one where it's the build your own lightsaber, the new one, or if they're younger, I would definitely still do the old one because it'll still be fun for them. They get a lightsaber, but you're not paying like $200 for one that will break a whole lot easier.
Yeah, and those ones are fun to like beat each other up with.
Yeah,
they're like hardcore plastic.
Yeah, they're hardcore plastic.
$60 or something. Yeah,
yeah,
they're great.
Yeah, so they'll still get the experience that they wanted.
Yeah,
and yeah.
And if you want, you can always buy these little crystals. This one is the white one, so it kind of matches the crystal for Ahsoka. Sadly, you can't put these into the legacy lightsabers, but they're great for display. So,
or just to keep in your box.
Yeah. Oh, it's still wrapped.
Yeah, I haven't opened it yet, so.
But we will be back next week. We will be talking about my legacy lightsaber. That's right. The Anakin one, when we're going to be discussing all about episode 5, because you know what? It's 40-year anniversary on Thursday, which is kind of insane. And on Tuesday is the episode 3 15-year anniversary, Revenge of the Sith, which is like perfect because we literally just got like the extended cut with Clone Wars.
Yeah.
So that's super exciting. We'll be talking all about that and the legacy lightsaber. So you guys should probably tune in next Friday. And if you haven't, maybe subscribe. It'll help us get noticed by other people that like Star Wars content. Throw a comment. We love talking to you guys. And that little like. It takes less than like 3 seconds to do all 3. So please take a second, 3 seconds, and do all 3 of those for us. We would love that so much. Thanks for hanging out with us. Spark of Hope is out.